All right, it's your boy David and Wendy. We're coming back at you here with another video live from Tampa, Florida. So this video here is going to be specifically about we've now been here for a year and a half. 1 year and a half in Florida as residents. Here's the question. Are we happy?
We are very, very happy. I think one of the best things about living down here has been the amount of time we have during the day. I mean, it's literally like 5 p.m. It's bright out. We're about to head out after we record this. There is so much more time available to you because the weather is good and the light is out and there's things happening constantly.
I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat that. We're headed out to the Tampa Riverwalk tonight for a little, for some festivities here. But number one, I think there's just a couple things on the list we'll just cover here. So number one, obviously, as you know, we're down here. I mean, the weather is fantastic. We love it. It's definitely like one of the biggest reasons why we're here. So in terms of being happy down here, I mean, hey, I'm on the phone with some of my relatives up north, and I just hear the horror, not the horror stories, but hey, it's 30 degrees, it's freezing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, thank goodness, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So that's probably number one. Number two comes down to the health. Like, do I feel like healthier a year and a half into this? And make sure you speak up too. Go ahead.
Well, definitely. I mean, the kids do get colds. I'm not gonna say no. They do get colds. But I noticed that they don't get sick as often. And when they do get sick, we just take them close to the beach around the ocean, and their sinuses cleared out pretty fast. One thing that I do remember when my dad was down here was that he said his arthritis wasn't acting up, all because of the weather. So if you have arthritis, this is your place to be.
Yeah, and I think even to go beyond that in terms of like health, like we're eating better. Like literally during like the summer, we're now in the fall time ish. So like in terms of just what are we eating on a daily basis, typically when it's hot out and it's like a real field temperature of over 100 degrees, like I don't feel like I want to eat like big steaks and hamburgers and big things like that. Really, what I kind of find myself gearing myself towards is more like juices. I want to have a lot of liquids. I'm always hustling Wendy about drinking more water. The kids get more water, get more water. And so with that being said, I'm eating more stuff like watermelon, fruits, mangoes, oranges, grapes. I mean, all that kind of stuff. So in terms of health, in terms of the actual diet portion, yes. Number two, working out.
I definitely became more active since I was down here. But then again, your lack of presence of being active, like exercising, is all a personal choice. I mean, you could live down here and not just do anything. But one thing that you do like to do a lot down here is just go for a walk. I mean, the weather is nice. You take the kids out, you go for a walk yourself, just to clear your mind. There is a lot more time for you to do that. Yes, in the summer, after like 8 a.m., you do not want to be anywhere the hot weather hits. But if you go early in the morning, it is fresh. If you go late in the afternoon, it is fresh. This little guy loves to be outside at all times of the day.
This is little Christian here. Look at him. Oh, he's so happy. Hold on, the camera might knock over. My son. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, so he's feeling really happy, alive. He's glad to be down here. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on, you little son. So he's happy to be down here, right? You little son. And so in terms of just like mentality and all that kind of stuff, I mean, literally when you're outside, you're active, you're doing stuff, you feel more healthy and like even mentally. So for me, literally it's I just feel much more positive being down here. Now it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Like a lot of guys I think on different videos just talk about, oh man, sunshine, rainbows, like it's the best thing in the world. I mean, in terms of mental health, if you don't, it's not always easy, but I mean, it's tough to be negative on a sunny,
shining day.
And you can go to the beach. I mean, like really, and you got to like really put yourself in the negative spot. But there's so much. If you just have gratitude and appreciation for where you're at and what you're doing and what could be, you feel a lot better.
As far as weather, goes also that don't expect Florida to be hot all year long. It really isn't. Right now is November 25th, and it isn't cold. It is not freezing. It isn't hot either. Like you will definitely
Mid-70s.
need a light sweater. Definitely you would want to be more covered up. It doesn't get like freezing temperatures though. Last Christmas was pretty cold.
That was a cold Christmas.
Yes. Everybody said that was one of the lowest recorded temperatures, but I'm gonna be honest with you, the kids didn't leave the house on Christmas. It was that cold. Not like Chicago and Michigan cold, but it was cold outside. So don't expect to come down here in the summertime and have the same temperature as December. December is a whole different beast.
Yeah. But December in Florida is definitely fantastic. I'll tell you what. And then to kind of like bring this video more or less home, like in terms of some, I want to kind of go over. Okay, we've been here for a year and a half. What are some of the struggles that we've actually been through? You know, number one, I had a job situation that was like super tough. I wasn't able to dial in the way I wanted to, and that was tough. That was tough. I mean, you go through like different changes and stuff. So I actually just recently changed the old job there. But that was a big struggle. I mean, sometimes you'll come down to Florida and you're expecting
Everything to be wonderful. It isn't.
yeah, not always. I mean, it was definitely a tough challenge there. But you know, we got over it, got through it, is what we really wanted to kind of focus on. But there's definitely a victory on the other side of that. But that could happen anywhere. I mean, you could move to Midwest and have that same kind of struggle going on. And then number two, what's like another big struggle
I
you probably
think the
had?
biggest struggle is
Probably family, not having family around.
family.
It's probably
Yes, the lack of family. It is not as bad during the summer, when there isn't holidays around. You really don't really feel it. You feel it on special holidays like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter. We were very fortunate that my parents came down for Christmas and came down for Easter, but it would have been very lonely because last Thanksgiving and this Thanksgiving it was just us four, and it's not something that is like you're used to. You're used to the loud Thanksgiving, the craziness of it, the family. If you come down here by yourself, chances are your holidays, if you don't go home, you're gonna be lonely. But the rest of the year, it is happy. And when people do come visit, it's a really wonderful experience because you get to share so much more with them.
yeah. I agree with all that. I'd agree with all that and more and more. I think that also it's something to the effect of distance makes the heart grow fonder. So when you do have that time when family does come down here, it's definitely you drink deeper of that. You can drink deeper of that relationship, and it's more meaningful. Like the time that you spend, it when you come down here and you haven't seen somebody for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, whatever the deal is, you tend to gravitate towards the positives and the good times and all that kind of stuff. So wrapping up, Wendy, we've been here for now. Literally, today is almost the year and a half mark. It's actually exactly the year and a half mark that we've been here in Florida. And overall,
Very, probably the best decision with them. Yes, we're alone, but we're not lonely. We have the people from church. We have friends that we have made. So we did kind of create our own family. Yes, it is kind of lonely in special holidays, but we love it. Yes, it does get hot, but you know what? We love it. We
We're
love
in
the
Florida.
heat. We're in Florida. And it is a wonderful experience. And if you're thinking about it, just do it, honestly. And if you hate it, you can always move back.
that's something I always like to echo. Because with us, it was just kind of like we're going to give ourselves 2 years, just as like as an out almost. Like, hey, you know what? This is something that's not working out. Let's at least give ourselves like a 2 year to really get into it. And like Wendy said, man, we have found family at church, the church that we go to. Like shout out to Life Song Tampa. We have found a family there, a community that loves on us, that we love them, that we had a Friendsgiving, I think they call it,
It
which
was
was
wonderful.
unbelievable. Like unbelievable. I mean, food, it was literally like you were amongst family. It's an awesome experience. So, hey, you got to get out there. You got to get out of your comfort zone in order to grow. And again, we look forward to bringing you guys a couple more videos here shortly. And yeah, anything else? Any last parting words?
In case that you move, welcome to Florida. And if in case you're thinking about it, maybe you should just take a trip.
Let's do it. Deal.